Hello. So it is noon on a Sunday here in Ohio. So I'm gonna give people a minute or two to start joining us if they would like to. So, want to let you know first, I'm outside in a woods, which is nice. There's going to be some updates to Hancock Helps later today. So if you're not familiar with Hancock Helps, it's just hancockhelps.org. And we've got an entire page of resources and updates and all kinds of fun stuff going on for you today. So, if you're looking for some online support meetings, you can find those on hancockhelps.org. Also, just a quick reminder, today at 4 p.m., Focus is going to be having an open recovery meeting once again, and that's going to be over Zoom. So we'd love for you to join us and get some support, get some love, get some compassion. And again, it's an open recovery meeting, so it's recovery from anything at any time, whether that's mental health recovery, addiction recovery, trauma recovery. Just life is really hard, and you just need to see some friendly faces and hear some compassionate words like, "We gotcha." So yeah, I first want to start. I want to say Sunday is my favorite day of the week. Always has been, probably will be for a while. Sunday to me has always been a day of kind of rest and rejuvenation and regrouping and all the other lovely R and RE starting words. It's just a good day to pause. And so, I was thinking about as well, kind of the thing that I like about Sundays and that pause is that it gives me the chance to reset for whatever challenges the week might bring, or even the rest of Sunday might bring. So today I needed a little bit of a change of scenery, and there's this little park in these woods close to my home that I've always wanted to check out and never had the opportunity to do so, but that's a bunch of BS. I've had opportunities, and I just haven't, for whatever reason. So, kind of living in these times and whatnot has challenged me to be a little bit more intentional about what I do and what I take advantage of. And so I was like, you know what? Today is the day. So got in my car and drove literally around the block and ended up in these woods, and I've just been exploring them, and they're absolutely beautiful. So I want to start today, as always, with a moment of gratitude. And my moment of gratitude for today is that I am grateful for the challenge. I'm grateful for the challenges that I have had in my life, big ones, small ones, middle ground ones. I don't know, what's medium size, that's between big and small, how about that? But challenges of all sizes. And the reason that I'm grateful for that challenge is that they've allowed me the opportunity to grow. They've allowed me the opportunity to build skills and relationships that I've never had. So, without some of the challenges I've had in my life, I would have never been introduced to yoga. Yoga is one of a foundational recovery practice in my life. It helps keep me grounded. It helps me just remember to freaking breathe, because I suck at breathing sometimes. Yoga's great, and without some of those crappy, shitty things that I've been through, those challenges would have never led me to those skills. They would have never challenged me to grow. And then once you grow, you can't ungrow, because growing backwards is painful, if not more painful than the growth process itself. So So today I'm grateful for the challenge. I'm grateful for that opportunity to grow and to be a resilient mofo. And all of that has brought me to today. You know, and the same is true for you. Every challenge, every struggle, every hardship, whatnot, every growth moment that you've had in your life has brought you to this moment, has prepared you for today and this moment and what you have. And you have that choice to choose calm over chaos, to choose serenity, to choose peace. And so those are all choices that we have every day. And I want to challenge you to embrace that. I want to challenge you to embrace that recovery process for yourself. Embrace those challenges that you've had and the lessons you've learned and the skills and the tools and the relationships, and leverage those to your absolute benefit. Be a resilient mofo. It's a great time to be in recovery. So I'm going to sit on this tree. I'm just going to tell you that, because if I fall, y'all know. I tried to sit on a tree and it may have decayed under me. Okay, did not fall through the tree trunk. It's a good day. So today's recovery check-in, I really want to talk about serenity. And serenity is that peace, that inner peace, that calm that comes from really inside of you. And it is not easy. It's really not. And again, that's why I'm grateful for that challenge. Serenity is a conscious choice. It is a skill. It is something you can develop. It's not just this, oh, you either have serenity or you don't. That's a bunch of BS if somebody tells you that. Serenity is a skill. It is something you develop over time by practicing peace, by choosing calm, by choosing to not overreact, by relying on a support team to talk about all the feels with, and to talk about your thoughts and talk about who you are and what you want out of life. That brings serenity. You know, developing a relationship with something bigger than you, whether that's the God, the universe, Buddha, whatever your higher power might be, but developing a spiritual relationship with the world, that brings serenity. All of those things cultivate serenity. And serenity has really hit home for me today, partially because it's Sunday. And I just noticed Serene Sunday. It's got some nice alliteration. Goodness. But serenity, like I said, it's hit home for me, because sometimes I found myself in the last few days getting overwhelmed and, you know, kind of in some ways there's a heck of a lot of chaos around right now. And that's not easy to not take that in. And, you know, so yesterday I talked about having that emotional resilience and putting on that emotional chainmail. I've really had to practice that. And when I do, and when I practice that well, and even sometimes when I don't, it does lead me to a place of serenity and a place of inner peace. Because even though there may be a literal crap storm around me, and everyone might be anxious and panicking and all of this, I know, we have been through some stuff, just as people of the world. If you've lived to be I don't know, a smidge bit old, you've been through some stuff. You've been through things that have helped you to be resilient. And so with that, you have tools, you have options, you have choices. And, you know, today is a day especially where I'm going to choose the calm over the chaos. I am going to choose the peace over the panic. Because I have that. I have that as a choice. I have that as an option. I'm going to choose serenity. I'm going to be intentional about that. And if I find myself that, you know, that I'm struggling with that, then I go back to the basics and I breathe. Breathe deep through my belly. I do the things that I know I need to do, like surround myself in nature and sit on a dead tree. But you know what? I just all right, so this is going to be a corny little moment, but whatever. It's fine. So this tree that I'm sitting on, even though it fell and it died, because apparently looks like it kind of rotted from the inside out, like it's still supporting new life. You know, like there's moss that's growing on it. There's some other green vegetation that, I don't know, I need my coworker Jill to tell me what it is, and hopefully it's not poisonous. You know, I can tell where there were some mushrooms that grew here, you know, last year, because it's still freaking cold out, so there's not a whole lot growing. But even this tree, even though it fell, even though it wasn't able to sustain itself, found a new way to evolve and to still support life and to still support other things. And so, like, I think that's kind of like a big parallel for us, for me even, that even if we fall, even if we screw up, even if in the moment that we get swept up in the chaos or get swept up in the panic or the anxiety or the hopelessness or the fear or the whatever, even if you get swept up in that and you screw up for a second, it's all right. You can still pause, take a break, take a breather, and then regroup. And then come back as a new person in a new moment, supporting that serenity for yourself, supporting that peace, that calm for yourself and for your family. Because I guarantee, like, as infectious as panic and fear and anxiety and hopelessness are, because those are really challenging emotions, truly. And as infectious as those are, what I have found to be more easily adopted and kind of just spreads like wildfire is hope, is peace, is serenity, is joy. Those are the things that, if we embrace that, like, it just flows. And then that, when that comes from within you, when that comes from a deep place in your soul, people see it, they feel it on this kind of gut level, and it makes a difference. It helps to calm that storm that's inside of other people, just by your genuine presence as a person of the world. When you are choose to embrace the calm, to embrace the peace, and embrace the serenity, even though it's hard, even though it's challenging, embrace that challenge. Be a resilient mofo. Like, you can be like a little serenity warrior. I like things that make me feel like a badass. I don't know why, but that's just how I roll. You know, so like, I like to put it in the framework of being a warrior for serenity, of putting on my emotional chainmail and suiting up and showing up as the like I said, the resilient mofo that I am. Because I know I can do that. I can do that for myself. I can do that for my family. I can do that for my coworkers. I can do that for my friends. I can do that for people I care about. I can even do that for people I just marginally know. And that's a really cool gift. So, I wanna put it out there. So like I said, I started my moment with that moment of gratitude, and that gratitude for the challenges in my life. And I know that right now I'm in a challenge. This situation is challenging me personally. It's challenging me professionally. And by this situation, I mean our public health crisis that we're currently in. It's changing us. It is going to change each and every one of us forever. And that doesn't have to be a bad thing. You know, that challenge can propel you into a growth moment. You can either take that challenge and take that opportunity for growth, or you can take that as an opportunity to feed into panic and fear and chaos. I don't know about you, but I'm gonna choose the growth route in this one, because I have been through too much in my life to give in to that panic and to give in to that fear and to give in to that chaos. Like, screw that. Ain't got time for that. Not today. Not tomorrow, not next week, not next month. No, I'm choosing growth. I'm choosing peace. I'm choosing calm. I'm choosing serenity. And if I screw up, I'm going to give myself some grace. I'm going to know that it's going to be okay. I'm going to take a breath. I'm going to regroup. I'm going to reach out to my support team. I'm going to reach out to the people that I know. And I am going to be intentional about how I live my life. So this is going to change people. This situation is going to change our systems. It's going to change and how we do things. And you know what? I'm hopeful. I am very hopeful. because it's challenging us to problem solve. It's challenging us to connect to one another in different and unique ways. And that's cool. You know, so I think in some ways, this whole public health situation is breaking down barriers that people had. You know, breaking down the, oh, well, I couldn't. Hell, gosh darn it, I was trying really hard not to cuss. But whatever. I'm give myself some grace right now. You know, for me, it broke down a barrier of I've always wanted to check out this little woods. I've always wanted to. And now I did. And I see how beautiful it is. And it's awesome. And it makes me, you know, able to put on my big old camo waterproof boots and tromp around in the leaves and the grass. And it's awesome. And so it broke down that barrier for me. It's like, hey, why not? Today is the day. So, you know, it's breaking down barriers around communication. You know, I get to video chat with my sisters, and, you know, because it's making those moments of, well, I don't have time and I'm too busy and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And it's taking that into, you know what? If not now, then when? So, now. That's what I'm choosing. I'm choosing to embrace that now. So, like, all of that just goes back to, like, I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that coming out of this, like, our people, our systems are going to be a heck of a lot more resilient than they were before, because you know what? We face something scary, and we face it together, and we're going to be all right. We're going to come out on the other side. We're going to be okay. We're going to be better than before. We're going to learn things. We're going to learn new things, and that is going to be an amazing opportunity for growth. So I'm going to wrap this up before I just keep rambling. Oh, shoot. Challenge for today. Embrace the challenge. Embrace those growth opportunities. Know that this is going to change you, and you can either resist that change or you can embrace it as a growth moment. And so let's grow together. Let's choose that serenity, choose that peace, choose that calm over the chaos, and take that breath. Get that support. So if you need us, as always, even today, even Sunday, you can message our page, you know, for Facebook. And I appreciate all you guys watching. I'm watching your guys' comments, and they make me smile so much. So message us on Facebook. We're happy to get back to you. Today we get back pretty quickly. But check out Hancock Helps for some good information about what's going on. There are going to be some local updates today. And stay healthy. You know, if you can, join us for the 4 o'clock open recovery meeting that we're going to be having. And stay healthy. Keep your hearts and minds resilient. And I will see all of you guys tomorrow at noon for Monday's recovery check-in. So, all right. So go embrace some peace, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.